Great. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Heather Chubb with the
Morning.
Chubb Law Firm, Elder Law and Estate Planning. And today I am here with one of my favorite people, Gail Arno, who is a geriatric care manager. And she is going to enlighten us on how important geriatric care managers can be when you are working your way through all of those care settings. So welcome, Gail. I'm so pleased to have
Thank you.
you on the live today.
Thank
And
you.
let's just start, at the beginning. What is the
Dive
role
right
of a
in.
care manager?
Well, I think we, as care managers, are critical to families who are, as Heather said so well, just at this juncture of trying to figure out what's the next step, what are our resources, what's available to us, what's real, what's not, how the system works. So we're just a plethora of knowledge more than anything, and we can be a guidance toward those answers as it might be. We're not decision makers, and that we really greatly appreciate. But we throw out ideas and opportunities and options for individuals as they try to navigate this aging process. I've been in this industry itself almost 30 years and feel like we've collected a tremendous amount of information and vetted some good resources so families have less work to do from that avenue.
Right. So one of the biggest things is you're going to be a resource for
Mm,
people. Yeah. Great.
absolutely.
So who do you typically work with? I know it kind of runs the gamut.
It does. And that, I think that's the fun and the enjoyment of the job, is no one client is the same as the next. Everybody's needs are very unique and different to their personal circumstances. Typically, if we can go typical, our clients are either perhaps solo agers. That means they don't have family necessarily, maybe didn't have offspring, or families gone, or families out of the area. And so we're often kind of those feet on the ground to try to help that family get those resources pulled together and then actualize those resources and maintain the circumstance, preparing for those emergencies, because they're inevitable. Those emergencies and crises are going to come. And so we can be that 2 a.m. phone call that gets up, goes to the client, accompanies them to the ER, and then works with the family via the phone to explain and better understand what's going on. Get on a plane, don't get on a plane. It's just a little bump on the head, or it's serious. I think you need to start really looking at those serious and heavy questions. Some of our clients are local, or the family, is local. And so we're just helping to allow the family to be family again, so we can be the professionals offering them opportunities and guidance as it might be. Some of our clients we see once a month. Some of our clients we see 3 and 4 times a week. So it really is so individualized based on what the needs might be.
Great. And do you only work with seniors and senior aging issues, or do you work with, younger people that maybe have disabilities?
We do have some younger people, and we love that. I learn a lot. My focus, my graduate work was all on geriatrics, but as a result, we have some younger people who have geriatric bodies and circumstances. And so we are always eager. And if we don't know where the resource is, we find out, and then we share. We're a collective 10-person strong office, so we've got a lot of collaboration that we can utilize and learning that we can share amongst one another.
Awesome. Awesome. I know you told us you've been in this field for about 30 years. But what did
Yeah.
that progression look like? Because until a few years ago, I'd actually never heard of geriatric
Yeah.
care managers.
Very, very true. I went to undergraduate school about 100 years ago and studied psychology and went on and had family and career, etc. And then had a very dear friend one day share with me this world of seniors. My parents died young to me anyway at this point. And so I didn't understand the navigation that families had to go through as parents and senior loved ones age. I went back to graduate graduate school later in life and learned about care management, case management. And then I went on and had further certifications in that. I then spent a couple of years in Southern California, and it is a very prevalent model in the Southern California area. And so had an opportunity to come back to Sacramento about 15, 16 years ago and said, we can do this also in the Sacramento area. And so we started with just two of us. We thought we were all that in a bag of chips, and we've learned a lot, and we're up to 10 care managers at this point and constantly on the lookout for more. And we've created a business that really is thriving, and we feel very fortunate to be able to have expanded. We're in the Sacramento and surrounding counties. We like to be near our client. We don't like to be any more than 20 to 30 minutes from our client, because if we do get that 2 a.m. call, we want to be able to get there in a reasonable time frame and establish a relationship. So it's important to be local and to be hands-on in that regard. I'm not intended to be a caregiver. I'm intended to manage and oversee and get the proper resources at the proper price point in front of those clients.
Great.
Most important.
So you indicated like your undergrad was in psychology. What other credentials do you often see in care managers?
Yeah. So we're members of a national organization called the Aging Life Care Association, or ALCA. To be a member of ALCA, and this is a national organization that sets ethical boundaries and gives you guidance on how to deal with your clients and build a business. To be a member, you have to have at a minimum an undergraduate degree and 2,000 hours of client interaction. Many of us then have gone on and have attained graduate degrees. I'm a nationally certified care manager, so I've taken a national exam for that. And I am an RCFE certified administrator, so I have an understanding of what assisted living looks like. And the bulk of our staff has, again, all of those credentials as well, particularly the undergraduate. That's what we're really looking for. We have a nurse practitioner and an RN, and so we just feel like we've tried to touch on all those areas that might make us, skilled and professionally grounded. The credentials, I think, are very comforting to families, and they are always welcome to review the Aging Life Care Association website and our website to look at our history, get a sense of who we are and where we came from and what we've done in the past. So we're a group of mother hens with some credentials, as it might be. So
that's awesome. Everybody needs a mother hen, and I have personal experience with finding a care manager long distance, and the Aging Care Association was incredibly helpful with that.
They're nationwide, and they make that experience a little softer and gentler.
Yeah. So if somebody was evaluating a care manager, what are the strengths and attributes that you want to make sure that person has so that you can feel comfortable their loved one's in the right hands?
Well, I think that, a couple fold. You definitely have to be a good listener. So, we have two ears, one mouth. We need to use them proportionally, because it is about listening and trying to hone in on, what is necessary for this family. You have to be a good communicator, because sometimes we're delivering a message, I think, much like you are, Heather, in a very serious and straightforward manner. I want people to know that this is viable for them, or this isn't viable for them, whatever option that they're looking at. So we want to be able to make sure that we are communicating directly, openly. Have to have a lot of energy, definitely, to really search out answers and be creative in resolving problems. We're not always honest and direct, particularly with the client. We're honest and direct with the responsible party, but with that client, sometimes we have to morph and be a bit chameleon-like. The stories I could tell of how I've gotten myself in a home for that initial visit. I remember distinctly calling one daughter and saying, well, I have good news and bad news. I got into the house. It took me 45 minutes to convince them to let me in the door. But the bad news is I told so many storylines of who I was and why I was there that I can't quite even remember what the hitch was that got me in that door. But the good news is they invited me to come back, and we'll build a trust and a relationship. You have to have patience, and be willing again to turn to your colleagues and say, what have I missed? What am I not seeing here? So the collaboration that we get to work together with is really wonderful. So again, just that unique individual. We find that there really aren't a lot of people who've done this before who've come to us. So we do a lot of training, a lot of shadowing, a lot of growth, and then you are, never set free without a lot of guidance and a lot of training. And then you obtain your own client list, and then we work together to try to resolve problems as it might be.
Great. So if somebody's interested in hiring a care manager, how would they start the process with you?
We do a free phone call. You're always welcome to call our office number, and we will talk with you about whether we're really even pertinent to you. Do you need us? And Heather, I would say our first question to everyone is your legal house in order? Mm-hmm. And then we know where, that's a critical question. Oh, absolutely. No, we haven't reviewed anything, or we don't even have a responsible party. So we want to vet the inquiry. There's no charge for that. And then we will see, are we the person, or are we the organization that you need? And then we'll go from there and start to build that case if need be. If it's just that you need placement, or you just need legal opportunities, or you just need a list of caregiving agencies, we need to shoot that out to you right away. There's no charge for that. We've got that knowledge, and we're always happy to help individuals. If you're not in our area, we'll give you the ALCA website, or we'll do the research on ALCA and send you an email with a list of 3 or 4 ALCA members that we know personally, and we'll get that to you. So, but if not, if it is deeper than that, then we start to build and get the wheels in motion to provide that support and that guidance that you're looking for.
Great. Well, I see that we are out of time today. So it went really quick, didn't it? So
thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Super valuable information. Gail is awesome. Her organization is phenomenal to work with. And I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
And we appreciate you, Heather. We know when we refer clients to you, they are in good hands.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Thank you.
So, thank you.